Bryan Ferry CBE, born the 26th of September 1945, is an English singer and songwriter who achieved fame as the frontman of the band Roxy Music and as a solo artist. 2. His distinctive voice has been described as an elegant, seductive croon. 3. He also established a distinctive image and sartorial style. According to The Independent, Ferry and his contemporary David Bowie influenced a generation with both their music and their appearances. 4. Peter York described Ferry as an art object who should hang in the Tate. 5. Born to a working-class family, Ferry studied fine art and taught at a secondary school before pursuing a career in music. In 1970, he began to assemble Roxy Music with a group of friends and acquaintances in London, and took the role of lead singer and main songwriter. The band achieved immediate international success with the release of their eponymous debut album in 1972, containing a rich multitude of sounds, which reflected Ferry's interest in exploring different genres of music. Their second album, For Your Pleasure 1973, further cultivated the band's unique sound and visual image that would establish Ferry as a leading cultural icon over the next decade. 6. Ferry began a parallel solo career in 1973 by releasing These Foolish Things, which popularized the concept of a contemporary musician releasing an album covering standard songs and was a drastic departure from his ongoing work with Roxy Music. His second album, Another Time, Another Place 1974, featured as its cover image Ferry posing by a pool in a white dinner jacket and represented one of his most impactful fashion statements. 7. Over the next 2 years, Roxy Music released a trilogy of albums, Stranded 1973, Country Life 1974 and Siren 1975, which broadened the band's appeal internationally and saw Ferry take greater interest in the role of a live performer, reinventing himself in stage costumes ranging from gaucho to military uniforms. In 1983, following the release of their best-selling album Avalon the previous year, Ferry disbanded Roxy Music to concentrate on his solo career. With his next album, 1985's Boys and Girls, reaching number 1 in the UK and featuring the hit singles Slave to Love and Don't Stop the Dance, while the follow-up album Bête Noire went top 10 in the UK in 1987. 8. As well as being a prolific songwriter, Ferry has recorded many cover versions, including standards from the Great American Songbook, in albums such as These Foolish Things 1973, Another Time, Another Place 1974, Let's Stick Together 1976, Taxi 1993, and As Time Goes By 1999, as well as Dylan-esque 2007, an album of Bob Dylan covers. 9, including his work with Roxy Music. Ferry has sold over 30 million albums worldwide. 10. In 2019, Ferry was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as a member of Roxy Music. 11. Early life. Ferry was born in Washington, County Durham, son of Mary Ann and Frederick Charles Ferry. 12. 13. His parents were working class. His father was a farm laborer who also looked after pit ponies. 1. 12. He attended Washington Grammar Technical School, 14, now called Washington Academy on Spout Lane from 1957. 2. As a child he had a job as a paperboy and bought jazz magazines with his earnings. 15. 16. He studied fine art at Newcastle University from 1964 until 1968, under Richard Hamilton for 1 year. 1. 17. And some of his paintings were displayed at the Tate Gallery in 1970. 18. His contemporaries included Tim Head, 19, and Nick DeVille, 20. During this period, Ferry was a member of the bands The Banshees, 21, City Blues, and The Gas Board, the latter of which featured his university classmates Graham Simpson and John Porter. 22, 23, 24. He then moved to London in 1968 and taught art and pottery at Holland Park School while pursuing a career in music. 25.